Synthetic biology, an interdisciplinary field that combines biology, engineering, and technology, is rapidly advancing with the potential to revolutionize medicine, agriculture, and environmental conservation. However, this transformative technology also raises a host of ethical concerns. As we engineer living organisms, create new genetic materials, and redesign ecosystems, it's essential to carefully consider the moral implications of these innovations. Here are 10 key ethical considerations that must be addressed in synthetic biology. 1. Biosafety and biosecurity. One of the most pressing ethical concerns in synthetic biology is ensuring the safety of these technologies. As scientists engineer organisms with novel genetic traits, the risk of unintended consequences, such as accidental release or uncontrolled proliferation of engineered organisms, increases. There are also concerns about the potential misuse of synthetic biology for bioterrorism or biological warfare. Ethical guidelines must prioritize stringent biosafety measures and robust biosecurity protocols to prevent harm to individuals, societies, and the environment. 2. Environmental impact. Synthetic biology has the potential to impact ecosystems in profound ways. Engineered organisms could disrupt natural biodiversity, outcompete native species, or introduce harmful substances into the environment. Ethical considerations must include the long-term environmental consequences of releasing genetically modified organisms into natural habitats. Researchers and policymakers must weigh the potential benefits of these technologies against their potential to cause ecological harm. 3. Intellectual property and ownership. As synthetic biology enables the creation of new organisms and genetic materials, questions about intellectual property, IP, rights become increasingly complex. Who owns the rights to genetically modified organisms or synthetic genes? Ethical concerns arise around the monopolization of biological innovations, especially when these inventions could be crucial for public health or environmental sustainability. Ensuring equitable access to synthetic biology technologies, especially in developing countries, is an important ethical consideration. 4. Human genetic engineering. The ability to manipulate human DNA through synthetic biology raises profound ethical questions. While genetic modifications could potentially eliminate hereditary diseases, they also open the door to designer babies and the enhancement of human traits, such as intelligence or physical abilities. Ethical considerations in this area include concerns about social inequality, eugenics, and the unintended long-term effects on the human gene pool. Society must carefully debate the moral limits of human genetic engineering to avoid harmful practices and social divides. 5. Consent and public participation. As synthetic biology technologies are developed, it is crucial to ensure that the public is informed and has a say in how these technologies are used. Ethical concerns arise if certain communities are exposed to risks without their consent or knowledge. Moreover, synthetic biology projects that affect indigenous communities or local populations, such as agricultural biotechnology or ecological engineering, must involve meaningful consultation and consent from those who may be impacted by these developments. 6. Animal welfare. In synthetic biology, animals may be genetically modified or used as models for studying diseases or testing synthetic treatments. The ethical treatment of animals in these experiments is a major concern. Researchers must ensure that animals are not subjected to unnecessary suffering or harm, and that experiments are conducted under strict ethical guidelines. This includes the use of animals in creating synthetic organisms for medical research or other biotechnological applications. 7. Dual-use technology. Synthetic biology is a dual-use technology, meaning it can be used for both beneficial and harmful purposes. While synthetic biology could lead to life-saving medical treatments and environmentally friendly solutions, it could also be misused in harmful ways, such as creating harmful pathogens or designing biological weapons. Ethical considerations must account for both the potential benefits and the risks of these technologies, and guidelines must be developed to mitigate the risks associated with dual-use applications. 8. Equity and access. Synthetic biology holds the potential to address critical global challenges such as food insecurity, climate change, and disease. However, access to these technologies may not be equitably distributed. There are ethical concerns about ensuring that the benefits of synthetic biology are shared fairly, particularly between developed and developing countries. Additionally, it's important to consider how these technologies may disproportionately benefit wealthier nations or large corporations, exacerbating global inequalities. 9. Impact on traditional practices. In many regions, traditional farming, medicine, and food production practices rely on natural processes and indigenous knowledge. The introduction of synthetic biology into these areas could disrupt local economies, cultures, and ecosystems. Ethical considerations must address the potential displacement of traditional practices and the potential loss of biodiversity, particularly when synthetic biology solutions are introduced without regard for indigenous practices or community needs. 10. The right to modify nature. At its core, synthetic biology raises the question of whether humans have the right to manipulate and modify life itself. This ethical debate questions the fundamental limits of human intervention in natural processes. While some argue that synthetic biology can improve quality of life and help solve pressing global challenges, others worry that humans should not play the role of God in redesigning life. This moral debate often centers around ideas of natural order, religious beliefs, and the ethical boundaries of scientific experimentation. Synthetic biology offers exciting possibilities for addressing some of humanity's most pressing challenges, but it also presents significant ethical dilemmas. From ensuring the safety of genetic modifications to considering the social and environmental consequences of these innovations, ethical frameworks must guide the development and deployment of synthetic biology technologies. By taking a proactive approach to these concerns, we can ensure that synthetic biology serves humanity in a responsible, equitable, and sustainable way.